Since March of this year, 4 babies have died in Duval County sleeping in bed with their parent. This morning, we are breaking down the realities of co-sleeping. Pediatrician Dr. Randall Alexander is joining us via Zoom this morning. Doc, thanks for being with us.
It's good to see you too.
So I want to take a closer look specifically at these local deaths, because there's a tendency that people think that this happens someplace else and not in their own home. So the children range in age from 3 weeks to 5 months. One of them actually got wedged between the wall and the mattress while sleeping with Dad. Would you explain how these kids die in bed?
Well, they're wedged or somebody sleeps on top of them. What happens is that you shouldn't be sleeping in the same bed with your child. Think of it as you're the elephant. The baby is like you. You wouldn't go to bed with an elephant. And so inadvertently, children can get trapped in various ways and they can die. And it's particularly the kids under 6 months of age that are at risk.
So it's interesting, because how do you convince a parent not to bring a child into bed when they always seem to say, I would never roll over on my child. I would never, kill my baby, by accident. It could never happen to me.
As the guy that has to fill out the reports on these cases, it's happening to somebody. And so maybe it doesn't happen a lot of the time, but eventually does. So we get people that say, well, I did this with my other 4 children, but now the odds caught up to them, and it did happen. So I understand the part where you're tired, you're breastfeeding, say, and you fall asleep and an accident happens. That wasn't really what you meant to do. But other times when you deliberately bring your child to bed, the child takes the risk, not you.
What are the most common reasons that you hear from parents as to why they bring the baby in to bed?
Well, that they've always done it, that they have some sort of sense that it's okay. They say they want to be close. One of the reasons it doesn't make much sense, but we do hear, is when they say, well, if something happened, I could rescue this child if they quit breathing in the middle of the night. I assure you, if they quit breathing in the middle of the night, you wouldn't know. You'd be asleep. But I think it's some sort of sense of safety. And then sadly enough, we had one zip code in this area where we had some people say that they wanted to be in bed with their baby because they could shield them from bullets.
Oh, you hate to hear that.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
I actually had the same, a mother tell me that out in Northwest Jacksonville, where she lived in an apartment that was infested with mice, and she thought it would be safer for the baby to be in bed. And the fact that these parents are having to weigh these difficult and dangerous decisions, it just breaks your heart. Doc, there are co-sleepers, as you know, on the market that they sell. They look kind of like a bassinet. There's kind of walls around them. Are those a safe option for parents in bed?
We're skeptical. Certainly some of them, no, they're not safe to bring into bed. If it's somehow so sturdy and so big that you can't roll on it, I guess that's what we're shooting for. Better yet is if you have something that's at the side of the bed. There's various kind of bassinet sorts of things where it kind of comes up and maybe even attaches to the edge of your bed, but the baby's actually physically sleeping away from you. Sometimes people will call that co-sleeping, and some people use that term for as long as you're sleeping in the same room. But our worry is the co-sleeping where you're in the same bed, an adult bed.
And as you have seen, and we've discussed this many times before, it's not just the hazard of rolling over, but a blanket that may be pulled over you as the adult, and you inadvertently pull it over the child, and they're just not able to breathe because they're not old enough to be able to swat something away from their face. That said, is there ever an age where your baby or your toddler or your child is old enough to sleep with you?
Well, yeah, I mean, eventually, statistically, you have kids that are sleeping with parents and they're not dying for those kind of risks. A 5, 6-year-old, for instance, they're not going to die from these sorts of things. They may poke you with knees and elbows, so it might have that risk to the parents, but nothing that's fatal, nothing that's harmful. But I'd say certainly not in the first year of life.
I know that you've had some tremendous success when you've been now, reaching out to the community to warn them about the dangers of co-sleeping. How might more parents, couples who want to have a child, how might they learn more about the risks?
Well, for the newborns in Duval County, all 9 birthing hospitals now for over a year and a half have been handing out materials of various sorts. And we've had a great response. We've cut the death rate in half, even more than half. But I would say for other counties, and certainly continuing with Duval County, we want them to pay attention to what your doctor is saying. The hospitals will teach you, the pediatricians will teach you. Please pay attention to that. We're saying this because we want to save your baby.
And because you know that it's happened to another child. Dr. Randall Alexander, thank you for your time this morning. We always appreciate it.
It was good seeing you. Thanks.